In the summer of 1995, I had the pleasure of meeting one of my songwriting heroes at the time, Rich Mullins. Um, I got to have a conversation with him about um, how I was going to be going to a songwriting conference where he was one of the keynote speakers. And he was saying, "Oh, yeah, I remember them asking me to be part of that. And it was like at the last second, they told me that I was one of the featured things, and I was really weirded out by it." So I thought it was a really neat conversation to have with him. And very tragically, shortly thereafter, he passed away in a car accident. Well, I was always grateful that I got an opportunity to speak with him in person before we lost him. But after he passed, they did have the rest of the band publish an album of the songs he was working on. And it was a 2-disc set. One of them was all of the original demos that Rich had done on a tape recorder. And one of them was the rest of the band doing studio recordings of all the songs. Of course, the disc of the two that I treasured was the one of Rich just recording with himself and a tape recorder. Well, here's why that was so precious to me. His first song, Illustrations of Grace, was written when I was living in an apartment building in Naugatuck, Connecticut in the mid to late 1990s. We had a common area in the basement where we all had our washing machines and stuff like that. And in our storage area, we had a piano. And I was always nervous when I was playing it because, I didn't want to disturb the other tenants living in the other parts of the building. And I always wondered if somebody was going to get mad at me. And if anybody came down to do their laundry, I was worried they were yelling at me. But thankfully, I got through all of this take without anybody coming in. And I really love this song. One of the weird things about it is it was originally written for my first wife. But I don't think that there's anything specifically about that relationship that it wouldn't apply to many other situations. At least a generic love song, somebody thanking God for things that they enjoy in a relationship. Here's Illustrations of Grace, as recorded in a basement on a piano with a tape recorder in the late 90s.
Just the fact that we have to face. to turn